The way a lot of these student athletes make decisions in regards to how many times they make a decision or a commitment and flip back and forth. And I don't know that anyone's ever run statistics on that. I would think it somewhat fascinating for us to be able to say, okay, so-and-so committed for 2023. This commitment holds 82% of the time. And then you'd have a better gauge of what we're, and each individual is different, but I would be interested to know how many of these long-term commitments hold. I bring that up because the 2023 wide receiver, I lost track of his name. I think it was DeAndre Moore.
Yeah.
He decommitted from OU. There have been comments made in conversations that I've had with the beat writers and so forth for various programs that say, especially if the connection made is from a long distance. So this is a California kid committing to Oklahoma or Michigan, that you almost would rather just maintain that relationship and have them commit late in the process rather than get an early commitment that you got to hang on to for a long period of time. So the 2023 commits, of course, we're looking at a minimum of 10 and a half months that you have to maintain that commitment, and everybody in the world is going to be after that particular player depending on their status. And so I don't know that I would be necessarily that alarmed with this particular news.
No, I'm not either, Mark. And I think, when we've talked about this a little bit as well, but these kids, I don't really, not that I don't pay attention to it, but I take commitments for the 2023 class, even really right now at this point, with a little bit of a grain of salt, because they got an entire year to change their mind, to be wooed by these other schools and things like that, wherever it might be. So, yeah, no, I'm with you. I don't put a lot of stock into this, commitments or even any decommitments right now, because these 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, they're going to change their minds basically based on the way the wind blows from time to time. So yeah, you'll see those things change. So I don't really get too far in the weeds in terms of just really being that concerned about a commitment decommitting or coming to Oklahoma or wherever until it gets a little bit closer to the signing day.